We all heard the story yesterday that Donald Trump's bond filing was rejected by the court. Now, there's a lot of information out there, some of it true, some of it not true, so I thought I'd boil it down and let you know exactly what's going on. It is true that Donald Trump's bond filing was rejected, and it was about paperwork. It was about the filing missing some important components, most notably a financial statement. Now, when we first heard this, we thought, well, of course, Donald Trump dicking around again, trying to delay, trying to play fucking games. But it turns out that financial statement wasn't Donald Trump's financial statement. It was the financial statement of the guy posting the bond, this guy named Hanke. Now, the question is, why didn't he include it? Well, the obvious choice is that this guy is a subprime auto lender and involved in some sketchy shit. He's never done a New York bond, so maybe he just didn't know and he fucked up. He will get the opportunity to correct it, and if he does and it's acceptable, well, then things will continue on and the bond will be posted. Now, if he doesn't, I'm not sure what happens there, but if he doesn't file it properly, you'd have to assume the bond isn't in effect. And if that's the case, that opens the door for Letitia James. I don't expect that to happen, but it's interesting nonetheless. What's more interesting about this is the guy that posted the bond. As I talked about in previous videos, this guy is a little sketchy. He made his money in subprime auto loans, giving loans to people with bad credit. That's ironic that he's now dealing with Donald Trump. We know that he has a shell company, and that company goes back to a bank in the Caribbean, which is troubling. Maybe not illegal, but troubling. We've also heard that apparently his company isn't legally allowed to give loans in this country. Don't know if that's true or not, but he sure did here. But what's really interesting about this, when asked about this bond and Donald Trump, this Hanke guy said, "Oh, I don't know Donald Trump. I'm just doing this about business. It's just about making money." And you can trust he probably is making money on the deal. But the fact of the matter is he's lying about knowing Donald Trump, because his company has given loans to Donald Trump for Trump Tower in the amount of $125 million, another building for over $100 million. Don't tell me you don't know Donald Trump. You've done a lot of business in the hundreds of millions of dollars with Donald Trump. So the question is, why do you lie? What I'm saying is there's some sketchy shit with this guy. Don't be surprised if more shit comes out. Whether that affects the bond or not, I'm not sure. But it seems logical that Donald Trump, a sketchy motherfucker, hangs out with a sketchy fucking banker.